Boro Aboye. So the Holy Odu Otura Meji. I've gotten a couple of questions about it, and so, you know, might as well share a little. And with the hopes of uh, guiding people along the path of happiness and fulfillment in the new year, given the fact that Otura Meji is what is governing the community in this season. So overall, Otura Meji, when I see Otura Meji, it is addressing speech more than anything else. Speech and carefully selected words are key in Otura Meji. And because the orientation of the Odu is with, you know, conflict, comes with conflict, then we have to be hypersensitive about verbal conflict and a war of words. Mostly not to be involved in such things. You know, the best response to a fool is silence. And that's the truth, right? So you may be right, but the truth is that the best response for a fool is silence. Be still. And, you know, not everything that the eyes see, the mouth has to say, and not everything that the ears hear is worth repetition. You can watch. You can just pay attention and give things time without saying a word, right? So there are a lot of high-powered verses in Otura Meji, a lot. And one, however, that I want to share addresses not so much the way words create conflict, but the way in which Romila uses words to resolve conflict once it has resulted. In this particular verse, Obaluaye, Eshu, and Awanyami were coming to the world along with Romila. And Obaluaye was given the opportunity to create wealth. Elegbara was given the opportunity to have wives and give people wives. And Awanyami was given the opportunity to give people children. All three of them opted not to do that. They chose the inversion, right? They chose to take wealth, to prevent people from having wives, break up couples, and to take people's children, respectively, right? Obaluaye, Elegbara, and Awanyami. It was only Romila who was charged with, you know, being a teacher and dispenser of wisdom, performer of sacrifice. Romila took his job, sacrificed to be successful at his job, and then when he saw that his elder siblings refused to do their job, he said, I'll take on their jobs too. So Romila took on 4 jobs, right? This must be the Jamaican avatar of Romila, right? Because him have 5 jobs, man. 4 jobs, excuse me. So anyway, Romila got to the world. He did his sacrifice. He was performing his duties, and he was successful. He had wealth. He had women. He had children, and he was recognized as a teacher of wisdom. So what happened? His success created enmity amongst his elder siblings. And so they conspired. They weren't only mad, they conspired. And they decided they were going to topple Romila. And I know you think this is just unbelievable, right? That no one would ever do such a thing. But such has happened. And it did happen in this case with our beloved Romila. So he went to go and consult Ifa to find out what's going on. Why are these people opposing me when I'm just doing my job? And it's a good job. So Ifa told Romila it was because of jealousy that he had things that they were denied. So they told Romila to then go and to give what he had. So this is what Romila did. Romila had so many women. He gave wives to Elegbara. He had so much money. He gave money to Obaluaye. He had children. He gave children to Awanyami, right? And he said, "Hey, this is what you're mad about? You mad because I have wives? Here, all my wives belong to you." And this is where the speech comes in. He articulates that, hey, this is what the problem is. This is what you're angry about. This is what you want. Here, I have it to give to you, you know. And he gave those things to them one by one. This wasn't all together. One by one, he gave them the things that they wanted. And when they got what they wanted, it became apparent to them that, wait a minute, I'm conspiring to topple Romila, and here he is just giving me with the thing that I want most, the thing that pains me the most. He's, spoken to my condition and given me what it is I'm missing. I can't be a part of this. And so one by one, they all backed out of this conspiracy to topple Orumila. And so here, of course, there are lots of layers of teachings, but just given the fact that I gave you this profile about Otura, Meji, and speech, and wanting to be brief for this particular video, I'm going to emphasize how important it is that Orumila spoke to the condition of his contemporaries, of his siblings, right? The people who were closest to him, but were angriest because they felt offended by him doing his job. And he addressed it. He said, I understand this is what's paining you. I understand this is what hurts you. I understand that this is why you're angry. And here, I'm going to give to you what I can. And so this speaks to the wisdom of Oromila, and the wisdom of Ifa, and the wisdom that each and every one of us has the potential to embody. We always have the option to choose which path we're going to take in response to the world around us. And we can be right. We can be justified in our anger. We can be justified in our resentment. We can be justified in our ability or our desire to punish one another for all these different things that we feel offended by. And all the common people will support that. No one would have argued with Oromila if he said he's going to fight with Elegbara and Obaluaye and Awanyami. No one would have said, no, you know what I mean? You can't do that. Everyone would have been, able to say, yeah, Romila, they didn't want the job. They backed out. They denied it. You sacrificed. You took their job. You got the benefits of their job. Your gain, their loss, right? But that would not have remedied the situation, right? That would not have created peace and order. And that's the way of wisdom. Wise words create order. Wise words put things in proper perspective. Wise words ease a burning heart and relax a tense and anxious mind. So choose the words of wisdom that will remedy situations and improve life for yourself and those who you're destined to serve. Aboro aboye, aboshisha.